Welcome to Video Rental, your retro movie hub. Join us as we rewind through the iconic films of the 70s, 80s, and the occasional 90s gems. From cult classics to blockbuster hits and even some infamous flops, we're covering it all. So grab some popcorn, get cozy, and let's dive into the wonderful world of retro cinema together. So on today's film clips, can't speak, we're doing a top 5 movies of the year we were born. And today I'm joined by Dougie.
Devil's Spawn.
Doug.
Hello.
Okay. Dougie, I think we're going to start with you first. So,
All right, I'm fine with that. So I was born in 2006. My number 5 movie on this placement was Poseidon, where everybody's on the cruise ship and the tsunami wave knocks it upside down. They have to try to get out.
It's the remake of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, how have you seen that old one?
It's the Kurt
No, not the crazy old one. I'm not as old as y'all. But yeah.
What year were you born?
2006.
2006.
Yeah,
There was a Kurt Russell Poseidon movie?
yeah, he was the firefighter. He wasn't a
Yeah.
preacher.
I know the old one.
Yeah, they did a remake.
I
of
didn't
it,
know.
And I tell you what, his death scene at the end of it. Spoiler.
Spoilers, jeez.
They film him going to hit a button.
Yeah.
And he didn't make it, and he's like shows him drowning, and they just keep filming it. It's
right
awful.
there.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know that one at all.
Yeah, it's good. That's one you have to check out. It's pretty good.
I thought you had some honorable mentions.
Oh, let's get into that list.
Okay.
All right. So for my honorable mentions, I got Nacho Libre.
Okay.
Was that 2006? That's
Yes.
awesome. That should have been number 1.
No. Talladega Nights.
That's a good one.
X-Men: The Last Stand.
I was waiting on Nathan to make a noise or something over there.
And then Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest.
Was that the third? No, second one. Okay.
one.
Yeah. I love, at least the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, after
movies.
that, they kind
It
of
just went, yeah. But no, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Those were great.
I think the second one is the best because you have all the characters are introduced and developed, and their story is just there.
Yeah. I just love them all.
Wow.
He's not too big on Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, I like them. I like the movies. I've watched them several times, but I think I still like the first one the best because you still have the mystery of it when you find out about their curse and all that. I thought that's cool.
You've never been to Disney World, have you?
No.
The ride, it's an old ride, but it's just like they included Jack Sparrow. They put a Jack Sparrow in there because they made up Jack Sparrow for the movies, but they include him in there. It's just a fun ride. You know, it's not a crazy, super fast ride, but like it's just a fun. That's where they got the idea for the movies was the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Is it all animatronic stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all. The stuff's probably 40 or 50 years old, but it looks good though. Okay, I'm gonna go with my honorable mentions. Back to School.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. And Money Pit.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah. Love
Man,
Money
y'all
Pit.
are really making me feel old.
So my number 5 is Stand By Me.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
it's
just
been a minute since I've seen that one.
it actually has. It's probably been, I don't know. It's probably been about a decade since I've seen it. I mean,
Go see a dead body.
yeah, it's one of those like seeing that when they finally get to the body and seeing the kid's face. When I was a kid, always creeped me out. I could watch all kinds of horror movies, but I think because that just was so real looking. And that
They did a good job. They did the way a kid would react seeing it, too.
Yeah.
It's like it knocked him right out of his shoes.
Yeah. And I always loved Stand By Me. That was just I feel like that was one of those movies that was kind of like a Sandlot. You know, it was like one of those kids movies, but like adult at the same time.
Coming of age.
Yeah, definitely. Doug, how about you?
Okay. Let's just go ahead and get the obvious thing out of the way. The year I was born, 75, There was not a ton. Okay, there was a lot of movies released.
Sorry, hold on one second, Doug. I didn't even mention I was born in 1986. I didn't even mention my list of movies. So 1986. Go ahead.
Wait, you were born in an awesome decade.
Yeah.
You had a lot of good movies on.
Yeah, you had a lot to pick from.
It was still hard though.
Now,
Because there were so many movies that came out.
The way
in
I
86.
went through, I just only picked movies I had seen.
Okay.
This is just movies that I know of. But my number 5 movie would have been a movie I'd heard of, but I still haven't seen it.
Then why'd you put it on your list?
Well, because I didn't have a number 5 that I'd actually seen. I hadn't seen 5 movies from the year I was born, but I'd heard of this one a lot. And it was the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson.
It's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but I've
classic.
never seen it. I'm off to watch it now.
Okay, well, you're a loser. Dougie, what's your number 4?
All right, my number 4, we got Invincible with Mark Wahlberg, where he walks onto the Eagles team.
That's a
and,
true story, too.
Yeah, he ends up leading them to the Super Bowl.
Early Disney sports movie. He walks
a good one.
on the Philadelphia Eagles.
I know it, but I don't.
Tryout,
I
yeah.
don't know if I've
he makes
even
the
seen
team
it.
and then he leads them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it.
That's a good movie.
That's not the one where the whole team dies, is it? And then he has to get a new set of kids.
What is he talking about?
That's a movie.
That's dark.
Well, no, that was based on a true story too. Like the whole team died, and so they brought.
No,
in
you're thinking of that We Are Marshall team. I
Is that what that is? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, this one, it's in the 70s, and they actually would have walk-on tryouts for football.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
professional football team. And this one guy he was working in a bar, and
Yeah, I know. Like I've heard of it, but I don't think I ever watched it.
yeah, it was based on a true story. He was real short, small guy.
Yeah.
And he made it on the team and played for several years with him.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a real good movie.
Doug, what about yours?
Okay, my number 4 is a movie that's very classic movie, of course, and it's Return of the Pink Panther. Did you ever watch this?
It's probably been 30 years since I've seen it. I don't even remember it, honestly.
Kuso.
Yeah.
I just remember all the. There's so many like one-liner in that movie. That movie just,
Yeah.
and it just made fun of itself.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been at least 30 years since I've seen that.
Oh yeah, it was a good one. I liked it.
I think it was definitely one of those movies I probably, if I did watch it, like I said, I don't know, but I probably watched it on AMC. That was probably where I watched it.
It was funny because it tried to I guess for the time, it was pretty grown up.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy's worse.
So now my number 4 is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Another good movie.
Suck.
Honestly, I kind of forgot how many good movies came out in 1986. That's why I still say it's the best year, ever.
85 was hey.
84 there's a lot of great movies. 82 there's a lot of great movies.
You're the only one here who's born in the 80s. You just have everything from your era
That's
was
why
good.
that's why I'm saying we're all
I was born before the 80s, so I got to grow up in the 80s.
Yeah. So I saw all these movies in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
I actually went to the theater and saw some of these movies.
yeah, probably did. But Ferris Bueller's Day Off, it was just the fun movie. Like I think it's one of those movies that every kid would want, or every high school kid would want to do, is to skip school like that.
Skip school and have the day.
Just
of your
have a
life.
day.
Well, that's the thing. Nowadays, that's just another Tuesday. It's not like you're getting punished for it.
Now,
Just
Doug,
run
now
out
we
of
know what
school,
Dougie
whatever.
was doing.
There used to be things called truancy laws.
Thank you. I graduated with honors. I didn't skip school.
He thought about it a lot, apparently.
But no, I always love that movie. I've seen that movie probably 100 times. It's actually kind of been a minute since I've actually watched it. It's been a few years at least.
I still see Matthew Broderick as that age, Joe.
Oh yeah,
He's like eternally that. Look
Yeah.
at him now. It's like, who's this wrinkly old guy? But no, I still see him as Ferris Bueller.
yeah, definitely. So Doug, let's go with your number. I'm kind of mixing it up here. Doug, let's go with your number 3.
And I know this movie has been remade, but I remember watching it with my mother a lot. Escape to Witch Mountain. Do you remember the original?
I don't think I've ever actually seen the original. Wasn't there a remake?
Yeah, with The Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
he was
that's
the one
only
driving
one.
the kids to Witch Mountain.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I saw. But I do remember the original, but I don't think I ever saw it though.
Yeah, that was another good one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, it's got the psychiatrist from the original Halloween in it.
huh?
Or he looks exactly like her. But no, yeah, that's him.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He pulls out the
Donald
pistol
Pleasance.
and shoots Michael Myers.
Yeah, it's Donald Pleasance.
I you act like I'm supposed to know that this is like.
You're getting more into that. That's more Nathan's genre. He loves them old horror movies.
Well, he's not just known for that. I mean, you know,
Everybody knows him from the Michael Myers. The
Great
Listen, when I
Escape.
looked up the movie you just said, and that was the first face I saw. That's the first thing I associated with was Halloween.
Well, congratulations, I'm glad you remembered that. That says something. So definitely been shown some good movies as you grow up. But that's a good one. That's a real adventure.
What was it? Are we on number 3?
Yes.
Yeah. Dougie, what's your number 3?
All right, I got Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That was good.
That's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
That
Sad,
was a gripping, but the one
Yeah.
where he was holding the bathroom door shut so they could get some sleep.
Yeah.
His feet, and he's crying because he couldn't do better for his.
Well, I remember
Trying to
that
take care of
one
his
scene
son.
where that rich guy said he needed like a $20 bill, and that was the only money that he had. Like he needed it for a cab fare or whatever because he didn't have any cash on him or something. And he was like so hesitant to give it to him because that was literally the only $20. That was his only money he had, but he winds up giving it to him. And that guy, I think that wound up being his boss once he got the job and everything.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And I think he gives it back to him.
I'm pretty sure was that a true story?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pre-slap.
Oh, yeah, way before.
That's when I still liked him. So now my number 3
I just realized what he was talking about. It took a second to click. Oh,
so my number 3 is Cobra.
Oh.
Doug, you remember Cobra, right?
Yes,
Stallone.
I remember Cobra. See, this assignment was way too easy for you.
Oh, no, like I said, I struggled a little bit because, like I said, it took me a minute to figure out what good movies were in 1986, and it was kind of a struggle because I was like, okay, I hadn't seen that one.
Your struggle would be narrowing them down.
Yeah, well, I was like, but there was a lot of movies I hadn't seen. I was like, well, I hadn't seen that one. I haven't seen that one. But I always loved Cobra. I mean, I know it can be a little cheesy. I don't think it's cheesy, but I know a lot of people think it is
It's
cheesy.
good cheese.
I don't think I've ever seen Cobra. I've seen like every Stallone movie except for Cobra.
The epic car chase at the end.
What's wrong with you? Why haven't you showed him Cobra?
I don't know.
You should have shown him 15 years ago Cobra.
Probably.
Uh,
He probably watched it when he was just too little.
well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So, Dougie, let's go with you for your. What's your number 2?
Number 2 for me is another Disney movie, Cars,
Oh, I love Cars. Yeah.
2006. Cars.
You've
were
seen
big
all of
into
them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had the little play set on the floor.
I
Yeah.
had the original Tow Mater, and then not a lot of people know about it, but after they go to like Japan and he gets like modeled up, I had that Tow Mater too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a few. Oh, I got him. I got Lightning McQueen in a Hot Wheel. That's the only thing I got right there in the middle.
Yeah, I see it.
See, I love the first one. I hate the second one. Third one might be the best one.
It doesn't get any better than the first one though, and then you have the click of like the
It's kind
what do
of
you want to call them, like import
I don't know.
cars that coming down the highway.
Yeah, I just don't like the second one. The second one they totally went off the. They went, he became a spy and
James
all that.
Bond style.
Yeah, I just didn't like it. I think I even maybe went and saw it in theaters. I don't know, but I love the third one. Third one is great. I mean, I love the first one. Don't get, like I said, but the third one is just great. I think they really did an awesome job
stop.
ending the series.
Yeah, I agree with that. The second one it's okay, but it's not anything spectacular.
I think I went through a spell of watching the Cars stuff, and I didn't even watch the second one. I just watched the first one and the third one. So I'm gonna go with my number 2 is Aliens.
Of course, you got this on there too. Why not?
It's a big year for movies.
Yes, like I said, it really was. I mean, I love Aliens. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Aliens is better than the first one, better than Alien. Alien is a classic. It started the franchise, but there's something so good. James Cameron did such an amazing job taking that first movie basically and turning it into an action series.
Give it a little injection of Starship Troopers in there. You know, yeah, I said it.
I watched that for the first time with him. Like, what was that? Like half a year ago?
Aliens?
No, Starship Troopers.
Oh, Starship Troopers. Oh, yeah, that's good. Crazy.
Anyways.
Yeah.
The co-ed shower scene like stuck in your head or something?
We're talking about aliens here, Doug. Jeez. But Aliens, I mean, that's definitely one of my favorite movies of all time is Aliens. I mean, I've seen it 100 times or more probably. But I will suggest if you have a way of watching the director's cut or extended cut, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called the special edition cut or something. Watch it. It has so much more footage in it, and it just adds to the story.
You got it in a box somewhere?
I don't think I have. I don't know.
See, yeah, he's got so many. I'm gonna let you borrow this to watch the special director's.
He almost had another really good movie the year he was born.
No, that was the year prior.
I know. That's what I was saying. He almost had another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a podcast, and he's pointing at Back to the Future.
His mom and dad were having fun when Back to the Future come out.
All right, weirdos. Dougie, what's your number 2?
I already said my number 2.
You already said? Okay, Doug, what's your number 2? You already said?
No.
Okay, what's your number 2? I can't remember which way we're going.
You're the one switching up.
I know.
This one, that one.
Yeah. But my number 2 is a classic. I don't think Dougie's seen it. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What?
I've only seen it once, and I was just like,
You didn't like none of the jokes in it?
eh.
You got to be able to laugh. You got to be able to laugh at yourself.
Okay,
to
so
watch it.
I probably haven't seen that movie probably since the 90s, and I just like didn't really care for it. I guess at the time
it's just a flash wound.
I need to watch it again because I've listened to so many different podcasts talk about it, and they love it, but I need to watch it again.
Yeah, you'd probably appreciate the jokes in it a lot more.
Yeah, I probably just didn't understand it back then.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so Doug, let's go with your number 1.
Even though I just did my number 2.
Oh, wait. Dougie, let's go. Okay, I'm going with number 1. My number 1 is Transformers the movie. The best Transformers movie ever. Forget, what is it, Michael Bay's Transformers. Those are, even though I like them, they're garbage compared to the 1986 Transformers the movie. It just...
Did it have Megan Fox in it? So.
No, this is a cartoon.
Yes, this is a cartoon.
Animated movie, which it's pretty epic.
Dougie, you haven't seen... What?
No!
Doug, what are you
watched
doing?
You've watched the original, ain't you?
Maybe. It's
like
not like
all
ringing a bell.
It's like it's got one of the best soundtracks ever.
It does, yeah. It's definitely the...
Soundtrack's a different story because I'm pretty sure I've heard the soundtrack.
But it has one of the most emotional death scenes in...
Don't bring it up.
Kids.
I'll have to get you a tissue.
Oh, it's fine. Optimus Prime dies in it, and it's just like if you go back and like listen to like stories about this movie, they say it was very emotional for kids back in the day. Like kids loved Optimus Prime, and then they kill him off. And
it had like a range of emotions. The parents were pissed off because the kids were upset because Optimus died, and they're like, "Why you kill off your number 1 person in your franchise?" Because all these kids had grown up watching the cartoons.
Well, see, one of the things I also remember about, I think when I watched it as a kid, it wasn't like this, or I watched an edited version. But I remember as I was getting older watching it, there was a little bit of language in the movie too, and it was shocking because I remember Bumblebee's he's about to get eaten on the planet he's on by Unicron, and he says, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do now?" And I was just like,
It's when they snuck in back then.
and then like there's a scene where Ultra Magnus is trying to open up the Matrix of Leadership, and he's like, "Open, damn it, open!" And I'm just like, "Whoa!"
Blows your mind.
Yeah.
They're potty mouth.
I was like, "Yeah, I don't remember that stuff when I was a kid, so I must have watched an edited version." Let's see, Dougie.
All right. My number 1 is the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Okay, I'll go with that. I do actually like Tokyo.
A lot of people bash Tokyo Drift, but I love it.
I will say this: I'm gonna bash Too Fast, Too Furious. I think
No,
that one is
no.
garbage compared to Tokyo Drift.
No.
Yeah.
They're about even.
No.
Because you can't, there's too many one-liners from that. Pockets ain't empty, cuz. You got so much. That movie was good, but
Tokyo Drift was great.
As a spin-off from the series, that was really, really good.
Yeah.
And I love Han's R7.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like a stand. It's kind of like a standalone from the whole series.
It was technically a standalone, but they did it.
Incorporated it because
Yeah.
of Han's death.
I mean, it technically
Spoiler.
is. It
Whoa.
Well,
Did
if
he
you-
die?
No.
Oh,
No.
I mean,
Whoa.
if it's definitely the third Fast and Furious movie, but then eventually when that movie came out, the series the movie didn't do well at all, so the series really bombed, and then it took them a minute to come back and do Fast and Furious.
And then it
Which was
went
the
to
fourth
Fast
one.
5.
The fourth one was great. Is when Dom came back and Letty died, and
Yeah.
it was great. They came back with
the
that.
drug runners in the tunnels.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Doug, what's your number 1?
My number 1, no shocker, is Jaws. One of the most classic movies from the year I was born.
Nice.
Still,
I didn't realize Jaws was that old.
Yeah.
that shows how good it is.
I actually
You
just
talk
watched it
about
the
a
other day.
movie when you was a kid, you didn't want to get in the bathtub.
Well,
You didn't want to get in any kind of water. Scared to sit on the toilet. I mean, water just would freak you out after watching that movie.
and that's legendary director Steven Spielberg. That was his first big movie.
Yeah.
He did a couple movies before that, but they didn't do so well. And then this was his breakout role, and this is where the studio trusted him to keep on going, making magic for the next 30 years.
Make Roy Schneider a household name.
Yeah, I mean he'd been a big like 50s and 60s actor. Like,
And just like it was one of those things they thought it was going to be a complete disaster, but turned out to be worked out perfectly.
well, and it helped the fact that the
shark didn't work.
It kept on messing up, so they couldn't show it a lot. So
Wasn't it Bruce? Was it
Bruce,
Bruce?
yeah, Bruce the shark, yeah.
They named the animatronic shark because they were actually trying to film it in the ocean. He wanted it to look real.
Yeah.
And they couldn't. Surprise, shock water and electronics don't mix well. So they had a lot of trouble. But it made it where now other directors go back and like try to do that, get that build up of not seeing something, but it's there, and they had to film it like it was the shark's eyes and stuff.
Well, and I think that helped. If the shark would have worked like it was supposed to, I think this would have been another
I don't
throwaway
think it would. Yeah, it
70s
wouldn't
movie.
It wouldn't have done it.
No, I don't think so. And I personally think that movie still holds up so well today. I just literally just watched it the other day, and that I think I love that movie. That's definitely one of my favorite movies of all time as well.
Speaking of Spielberg.
Yeah. Did Back to the Future? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is his start of his massive career.
They had to start somewhere. And
yeah.
He had to start off with a hit.
Definitely. Have I got everybody? We good? Okay. I can't.
What's your number 1, man? Come on.
You keep on forgetting what my number 1 is. I already said it was Transformers the movie.
Oh, yeah. Did Dougie do your number 1?
Yep.
Oh, what was yours?
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. You guys got anything else you want to mention, or you good?
I had a flop from 2006.
Okay.
Let's
One
hear
that
it.
I didn't like. Final Destination 3.
What was 3? I don't remember 3 so well.
I don't know. I thought they all kind of blew.
Second one was on the highway.
This was the one with the roller coaster in it.
I don't. I don't think I like that one.
Told you it was a flop.
The arm of the roller coaster's flopping there till it stabs some people. Yeah.
And then there's one in there where the girl like gets locked in the tanning bed and like melts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a,
Yeah.
that was a flop.
It's nasty.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, when I was doing kind of searching for these movies, it took me a minute to actually find, because there were so many movies that came out in 1986, and like I said, I had to go through a bunch of lists, and I was like, oh, that's a great one. Oh, that's a great one. Oh, I just kept on finding good ones.
There was a lot of horror movies 2006. A lot. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre
well-
remake.
Which is great.
Says something about my era. Most of the ones I saw were adult-oriented movies released that year, so I didn't have a lot to choose from.
You had some good ones though.
Yeah. Well, okay.
All right. Yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna definitely try to do like some of these mini episodes maybe once a month, but different topic on every one. So, but thanks for joining us, guys. We'll definitely see you next time.